Okay, welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to use Williams fractals effectively. Williams fractals are basically they're swing highs and swing lows, but not only are there swing highs and swing lows, they effectively help you find key areas in the market. Um, so basically, the market moves by memory. Um, for an example, this is UJ. This is the dollar versus the Japanese yen. Some point in time, let's go to the daily. I'm gonna go to the daily. So some point in time, the market makes a reversal based off the currency strength of the candles. So as you can see right here, price pushed up, got to this area right here, and it came back down. So next time it gets to this area, as you can see, there will always be a reaction there. Hold on. Let me put my line in. There will always be a reaction at that area. As you can see, it came back here, look, made a frackle on that area. Then it came back here and it closed above it, but it came back down, made a frackle, came back up. And then that area, probably we go into the past, well, I already know the 11,600 area is definitely a key area too. And then it comes back down, comes back to this area, comes back down. Now it's back here again and it's rejecting. So the market is just memory. And this is on the daily. We can go to the weekly. Let's see, look, as you can see on the weekly, it look like there's some diversions going on there. Might dump, but we'll talk about that in another video. But as you can see with fractals, their swing, this is a swing high, and as what happens, the frackle happens, the market goes the complete opposite direction. Like right here, market got right here, made a frackle, came all the way back up. So you want to get to a point where you can use this to your advantage, because it'll make your trading way better. So let's mark up UJ. As you can see, that level was a significant level. We have click. I'm not saying that these are H4s, not at all. I'm just giving you, because some of these areas are our support and resistances. Some of these areas are H4s. Some of them are M30s. Each time frame has their different areas. So, matter of fact, we're not going to do UJ. I know one perfect is Mr. GU. So, unfortunately, last night I saw these frackles right here, and I was like, the market's going to go down. Because this is actually a retest area. It broke, made a lower low on the higher time frame. Well, probably on this time frame. Can we hold on 1 second? I want to show you the whole idea. I'm gonna take the frackles off for a second. Remember, the market moves in what, 3 different areas. So it broke, then came up, made a lower low, then came back, then made another lower low, then came down. So what I was anticipating was a lower low, then continue down. But I might have got in too early. It stopped me out. I had my stops right here, take profit where the next lower at. So it stopped me out, which, I mean, that's a part of trading. You're going to win, you're going to lose, but the longevity of trading is, can you be profitable with the wins and the losses? So anyways, the reason, not only was it making lower lows, the fact that we had 3 frackles on the area of resistance, where as you can see, where the last lower low was at. So it got to the last lower low, which is the retest area, and it made 3 fractals. So I was taking this down, and I was in profit. And then it shot back up. And the reason why it shot back up, I realize now, because the dollar index got really weak. Let me show you that real quick. The dollar index dumped at a retest area. So that was unfortunate. So when the dollar is dumping, GU is up. So as you can see, these 2 fractals made a nice support here, but it was a support on a lower time frame. Honestly, I was thinking more on the 15, but for the sake of arguments, it made a really nice support right there, and you could have took a nice buy and then been in profit. But it is what it is. So with fractals, depending on what time frame you're looking at, they blowing me up. Okay. Depending on the time frame that you're looking at, you can really get great entries in. So like when the market pushed down right here, yeah, that frackle would see if you would have bought in right there, you'd have just got stopped out, and it would hit your stop loss. But now we have probably potentially on the hour it made a double top, and not only did it made a double bottom, and the double bottom has frackles on the H4. So I actually did get into this buy and push the market up, thinking it was going to be a pullback for a higher low than a dump, as you can see. But that didn't happen, or this could have been a really big liquidity grab, and the market might just push back down. Who knows? I'd have to look and check out and see what the DXY's support is going to be, because the DXY right now, like I said, is dumping, which is making GU, AU, NU, EU, and all them fly up. But this would have been a perfect, jeez, how do you get them to be quiet? This would have been a perfect setup, seeing that there was a lot of fractals for swing highs on a key area, which I said is definitely a retest area on the H4 for a lower low. But as anything, nothing's 100%. So what end up happening is made a floor right here, probably on the hour or the M30. It made a floor and it pushed back up, and the floor made 2 fractals, which were the swing lows, and it pushed up. Honestly, on higher time frames, when trading, as you can see, this is the daily on GU. This is why I got into that buy in GU. I saw a frackle down here as a support. Some type of support was right there. That's the swing low. So you could have bought in right there and took this thing all the way up. It works way better on higher time frames anyway. So here you go. Another daily frackle on the retest area. It shoots back up to this area. Makes a frackle right here. You can shoot it back down here. Make a frackle. Put a buy. Put a frackle. Put a sell. Frackle, buy. So you get the drift. It's swing high, swing lows. And honestly, I wouldn't just use this, the Williams Fractals by itself, even though I know how to trade it by myself, because I'm basically trying to do the naked forex thing, and it you know, it cancels out the noise and stuff. But definitely, it's definitely good on higher time frames. And also, let me go down. Let me go to another one real quick. So as you look, here's a perfect example. This is Euro. What's this? Euro versus New Zealand. That was a retest area. I remember that being okay. So this is the H4. It got up here, broke, came back to this retest area, in which the market broke, failed, came back down here, came back to the retest area, and look, on the retest area, made a frackle. This is probably going to make a lower low. And like I said, my take profit would probably be here if I was trading Euro versus New Zealand, but I'm not right at this moment. I don't like trading Euro versus New Zealand on during during the New York session. I like trading it when the Asian session starts, because I get the ultimate movements, and London, because Euro, well, not I forgot what it's called. It's before London, but you get the drift. This is a downtrend. It came back to the retest area, made a fractal. It's gonna possibly go down and break this lower low and make a lower low from here. What I wanted to show you, a lot of traders are starting to do binary, right? Ooh, that look messy, don't it? A lot of traders are doing binary options, right? So here, what's so beautiful? The beautiful thing about this on binary is you could really catch some really good moves on binary. Like if you mark up the M1, this is the M1 on Euro New Zealand. If you saw it coming up here and it made this fractal, you could put a 3-minute sell and caught this whole move down with binary. And this is how I do my binary. Say, look, so now it's pushing up. Let's see. It's pushing up right now. So maybe we could catch it doing a catch a fractal come up and see if it goes the complete opposite way. Because if so, this would be really good to add a part of your repertoire with binary, which I already know. And that's a retest area right there on the M1. I can see if it fails, it's probably gonna make a lower low. I didn't see that right there. Yep. Just looking at the market structure on the M1. This is another retest area right here. Just showing you stuff. If it breaks it, this is going to continue to the upside. If it doesn't, so that candle would have to close above that, retest it, and keep going. And then close above this, retest, and keep going up for a buy. Busting past this fractal. Busting past this fractal. Make it up here where the swing highs were at. But yeah, you could have bought it right there and swung it. So, what do I use with the fractals? The best thing that I use when I'm doing binary with fractals, even when I'm trading, if you wanted to do indicators, because you know some people don't like indicators. This divergence indicator really is great little RSI type thing. Look, show the bull move right here, and then that move happened. So easy binary method. What else do I use with this? We can, I think, you know what, I do use the MACD with binary. And see it's already, see how it's split? That means this is that bull. So you have 3 confirmations. This could have, when before this move happened, you had 3 confirmations. The split, you had a bull, so it's buy, and the fact that you had 3 fractals for support. Look, now it's coming back to retest that line. I don't like how these candles are looking. Look. So let's see if it continues up. Retest is happening right now. It's retesting that area. But it looks like it's going to be bullish. So if I was doing binary right now, I would wait for the closure of this candle to be above that area and take it back up. Yeah, it's rejecting. It's making a support on that area. So yeah, this is exactly what I use for my binary. Go to the M1, I set it up. I use my fractals. My fractals tell me where the swing high, swing lows at. MACD, this is, yeah, this is, it might push back up to the upside, or it might push back down and close. We never, nothing's 100%, but it broke and retested on the M1. It might just shoot up to the upside. It's because we got a bull divergence. There's probably, that divergence probably on the C is going up. So yeah, I could have cleared this. Yeah, I could have cleared this trade on binary easily. Just seeing the split, the MACD, divergence, making it bullish. So it's gonna come back to this area and probably react here or come back down. It could break it, whatever. So yep, if I was doing binary right now, which I'm not, I should be, I would have cleared that trade. And that is, yeah, see, it's coming up to that area. Let's see what happens. See, it's reacting. That was a beautiful break and retest. Beautiful. Okay, it's reacting to that area. I wonder if it'll make a fractal. Probably not. But that, yeah, see, the volume of the buyers are coming in based off this oscillator. But it did definitely react right there. So yeah, it definitely reacted right there. When it's coming back to that reacting. So yeah, like I said before, trading is really easy. The market has memory. It makes higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows. It looks like it might just break that area. If it closes below that, area, above that area, and retests it like it did on that, how it retested and went up, then it's gonna break this high and start turning around. Probably can find a good trade. Let me look at this. What is it doing on the hour? Well, see, the hour's bullish anyway, so I wouldn't have been looking for sales anyway. And the fact that we have fractals all over here. Look at all this support. It's probably some hour support. And it didn't want to break structure. So it didn't break the structure, so it's probably just gonna come back up and retest up here on the hour. Who knows? I'm not trading it right now, and I ain't trying to do some. Oh yeah, it's not gonna break the structure. It'll have to break, retest, and come down, and then we have two fractals right here on the H4, and usually we have fractals on the H4. It's gonna be really hard to break this. This might be a really nice, decent trade setup for a buy. Honestly, I just found. Look, I'm over here trying to explain about fractals, and I'm over here finding trades. This might be a really good buy, and I take it back to this high. I like taking it to the wick. Sometimes it'll go back to the wick, and if it don't, it is what it is. I always cover the wicks. Give it a little breathing room. I ain't trying to. Matter of fact, that'll be my projection where that next H4 resistance was at, and if it don't go, it just don't go. This is Euro versus New Zealand, and I'm gonna put this trade into my account, and let's see what happens. But yep, the power of fractals. Fractal on this H1 support and this was a H1 and a H4. Definitely something right there, but I ain't worried about this. Something made it market turn around. Could just been the fact that New York session came in and it turned it around, because EG turned around on me, but it's all good. So I'm finna put this trade in right now, and hopefully you understood a little bit, a teensy bit, how fractals work. And then look at that, we have a split that's about to happen on the MACD. I don't even use indicators, but if I were to use indicators, we have an indication that there's bullish movement that's about to happen in the market. So yeah, definitely gonna put this trade in though. But hopefully you understand how fractals work. There's swing highs, swing lows. If you catch a swing high, swing low fractal on your key areas, for the most part, you have a nice setup. With fractals, I find setups all the time on multiple time frames. It's a wonderful tool. It helped me to be profitable trader, so it's not like it's foolish. You can use it with other indicators, as you can see. It works well. If every indicator is saying buy, press the button. If you got 3 indicators saying it's bullish, press the button. Right now, you have an indication of a cross that might happen, that potentially happen, and we have my support with my fractals, so that'll be a good buy for me, But that's that in a nutshell. Hope y'all learned something. Peace.